Dear students, in this class I am going to share with you the concept of complex number. In previous classes you have learnt about natural number like 1, 2, 3, etc., like rational number which is in p by q form, 2 by 3, 9 by 8, and so on. Irrational number like these, and integers, and all of these numbers at a time we call real number. Real number system. Now I am going to introduce another set of number which is called complex number. In other words, we call it imaginary number. In order to introduce the complex number, let us give an example so that you can understand very quickly. X square, let x square equals to 4. This is nothing but a simple quadratic equation. Now, what are the roots of this quadratic equation? X equals to plus minus 4, that is x equals to plus minus 2. What does it mean? The roots of this equation are x equals to 2 or x equals to minus 2. If we put x equals to 2 on the left side of this equation, that is 2 square, in place of x if we put 2, 2 square means 4. If we put minus 2, minus 2 square is also 4. So you clearly observe that the equation is satisfied by both the values of x, because in the both cases we got 4 and right side of the equation there is 4. So the equation is satisfied by both values. So x equals to 2 and x equals to minus 2 are the roots of this equation. Now observe another situation. X square equals to minus 4, say, which is also quadratic equation. Say the value of x equals to minus 2 or x equals to plus 2. These are not the exact value of this quadratic equation, we assumed. But if we put minus 2 on the left side, minus 2 square equals to 4 and 2 square is also 4. So this equation is not satisfied by any one of these values. In order to solve this kind of problems, we introduce another number which is called complex number. Now, if x square equals to minus 4 and x square equals to minus 1 into 4, we can write x square equals to I square into 4. That means we consider I square equals to minus 1 or I equal to root over minus 1. In order to solve this equation, we assumed I square equals to minus 1. This is the key of complex number. Now let's solve this equation. 4x equals to root over minus I square, put plus minus, so we can write plus minus 2i, that is value of the x equal to plus 2i or minus 2i. Now if we put plus 2i on the left side of the equation, we get 2i whole square, that means 4i square, and we assumed I square equals to minus 1, so 4 into minus 1 means minus 4. The equation is satisfied. Now if we put minus 2i once again, then we also get 4i square, that means 4 into minus 1 equal to minus 4. In that case also the equation is satisfied. If I want to say all the things I have discussed here in very simplest way, then I can say square root of negative number is not possible. In order to solve this problem, we introduce another set of numbers. We call it imaginary number or complex number. I have already told you that I square equals to minus 1 or I equal to root over minus 1 is the key of complex number. Generally, a complex number is denoted by z, and z equals to a plus ib, like z equal to 5 plus 3i is a complex number. This is the most general form of complex number. Now we call this part real part, because there is no imaginary number like I, and we call this part imaginary part. It is not that in a complex number a real part and an imaginary part is required. A complex number may be introduced like this also. 3i is a complex number where real part is 0. Conjugate of a complex number. Let z equal to a plus ib is a complex number. Conjugate of this complex number is denoted by z bar equals to a minus ib. And if z equals to a minus ib, then conjugate of this complex number defined as a plus ib. So conjugate of z equal to 3 minus 5i equal to 3 plus 5i. I think you clearly understood this. Modulus of a complex number. If z equal to a plus ib, then mod z defined as root over a square plus b square. If z equal to a minus ib, so mod z equals to root over a square plus minus b whole square. Multiplicative inverse of a complex number. What does it mean? For any complex number z equal to a plus ib, you will get another complex number z inverse. The product of z and z inverse must be 1. Then z inverse is called multiplicative inverse of complex number, and it is defined by if z equals to a plus ib, then z inverse equal to a by a square plus b square plus I into minus a square plus b square. This is one of the important topics you should remember. Let me give an example to clarify it. Find the multiplicative inverse of z equals to root 5 plus 3i. So according to this formula, we can write z inverse equal to root 5 by root 5 square plus 3 square plus I into minus 3 by root 5 square plus 3 square. 5 plus 9 minus 3i by 5 plus 9. Now root 5 by 14 minus 3i by 14. I am taking common 1 by 14 root 5 minus 3i. This is the multiplicative inverse of the given complex number root 5 plus 3i. We already got the multiplicative inverse of complex number, but in order to show whether their product is minus 1 or not, I am showing you this. Now z equals to root 5 plus I, z inverse we got 1 by 14 into root 5 minus 3i. Now z into z inverse equal to 5 plus 3i into 1 by 14, 5 minus 3i, 1 by 14, a plus b into a minus b form, so a square minus b square, 1 by 14, 5 minus 9i square, 1 by 14, 5 minus 9 into minus 1, because we know I square equals to minus 1. So 1 by 14 into 14 means 1. Therefore, we can say Z inverse, that is, this part is multiplicative inverse of this complex number. By giving some simple examples, I will finish my class today so that you can solve this problem in this topic. The question says, express the complex number in a plus ib form. You already know what is a plus ib form. So the question is, we have to express this complex number in a plus ib form. I square whole to the power 4 into I means I to the power 9, and I square whole to the power 9 into I. We know I square equals to minus 1, so plus minus 1 whole to the power 9 into I, it will be I, and it will be minus I 0. So we can express this 0 plus 0 I, which is in a plus ib form, where a equal to 0, b equal to 0. Example 2 on the screen. You have to write it in a plus ib form. A plus b whole cube means a cube plus 3 a square b plus 3a b square plus b cube. 1 by 27 plus 3 into 1 by 9 into 3i plus 9i square plus 27i cube. One by 27 plus I only plus 9 into minus 1 plus 27 I square into I. 1 by 27 plus I minus 9 plus 27 into minus 1 into I, because we know I square equals to minus 1, minus 9 plus I minus 27I, 243 minus 26I, so minus 24 by 27 minus 26I, and this is a plus ib form, a plus ib, where A equal to minus 242 by 27 and B equal to minus 26. No more today. I wish you all the best.